Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Town of Smyrna Beer Board meeting. Today is September 10th, 2018. I'd like to call this meeting to order. First thing on the agenda, if we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Jerry Green.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. All right. Do we have any citizens' comments that need to be heard this evening? No? Okay. You guys had a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting. Anything that needed to be changed?
No, I'm good.
No.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Okay. I've got a motion approved.
Second.
And a second. I got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Old business, we have St. Luke's Catholic Church. Is there anybody here to represent them?
Yes.
All right, step to the podium. I'd like to recess now for a public hearing. If you could state your name for the record, sir.
I'm Bill Elliott.
Bill Elliott. And what is your affiliation with the church on this event, sir?
I am the festival chairman. Been so for the past 10 years, it seems.
How many years has this particular event have been occurring?
Well, it was, like I say, I think I've been involved with it about 10 years. Prior to that, it had been a much smaller event. When my wife and I took over, we went with the theme of an international food festival. So it's St. Luke Fall International Festival. And we try to have foods from different countries. We have a very large Hispanic community, so they do, it's not just Mexican. It's quite a few different
Ethnic groups.
Ethnic groups, yes. And we've got some Polish. We've got a very large Filipino community. So we try to. It's themed around that. But at the same time, we have a very large yard sale. We allow vendors to come in and buy booths. And we have a kids' game area that is very popular. We sell wristbands. Kids can play all day. And there's a lot of other ancillary things that go along with the festival. We actually kicked it off this last weekend with a Filipino meal after the last Mass that we had. So it's almost an all-month deal, but our big event is the 21st and 22nd.
Of September, just to clarify.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, September.
How many years has this event served beer?
This will be our second year. We
year.
did it last year, and it was very successful. There were no incidents. It was a small population of the attendees were interested in beer, but it was enough people that we felt like it was worth doing again. It's not a major focus of the festival. The food and the yard sale, would say are the big focuses.
So, so you're obviously here for a beer
Yes,
permit. So tell us about where you're going to be selling the beer, and is it roped off or not? Is
It is. We do a
separate?
beer tent area,
Okay.
and it is in. I'm sorry, I had maps last year, and I didn't think to bring it this year. It is in like the back corner. It is near the stage where we've got a band playing live music, so
Okay.
it's near that, but it's to the side of that. You've got to walk through all of the food booths to get to it, and there's a pavilion on the other side of the stage. So it's kind of in the back of the property, not front and center.
Now, will you be responsible for checking IDs, or you
Oh,
have help
absolutely.
checking IDs?
No,
or-
absolutely. The Knights of Columbus, a fraternal group in the church, serves beer at the Nissan Stadium, and we're very well trained on not only how to check IDs every time, but also to notice when somebody really doesn't need to be served.
Very good.
And so we're very good at that.
Are you doing, I noticed some of the other areas of your festival, you've got wristlets, bracelets for games and whatnot. Are you having that with the beer sale as
We
well,
did
or-
not do it last year.
Okay.
And we just check it every time. That's what we do at the stadium.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little more trouble to do it that way, but it gives us more
Sure.
interaction
think
with
it's great.
the customer anyway, so it's probably a better way of, in my mind, it's a better way of doing it.
Okay.
We do have wristbands that we could check at one time and do it, but we chose not to do that last year, and I was not planning on doing that this year.
Okay.
Now, you plan on serving beer the 21st and the 22nd?
Yes.
What would be the timeframes of both those days?
From 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock probably would be the max.
On both days?
On both days, yes. We actually have a Fiesta Latina event Friday night, but we will not be serving alcohol at that event. So it is it'd just be during the day. I don't expect to really sell much on Friday. It's more of a yard sale kind of day, but Saturday would be probably our main event.
Any more questions?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Take a seat,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
All right, I'd like to call the meeting back into order and ask the board for a motion.
I move that we accept the application for St. Luke's Catholic Church.
I second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations. You can pick up your permit tomorrow after 10 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, on to new business. We have Hilton Garden Inn, Nashville. Is there anybody here to represent them? All right, step to the podium. All right, I'd like to recess for a public hearing. If you can state your name for the record, sir.
Michael Marshall.
And what is your capacity with the hotel, sir?
I am the food and beverage director.
Is this under a new ownership?
Correct.
From previous year?
It's Real Hospitality.
So this hotel's already set up with a bar area?
Correct.
Right, okay. Well, is there anything that's changed as far as checking IDs? Who will be doing that? And,
Yeah, we have our servers who are ABC certified, so they'll go through the steps of IDing everybody when they come in.
Do you just allow the beer in the common area?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, also
Not outside, nobody
no,
can
no,
take it outside
that-
like
or in the rooms. That's
or in the rooms? Okay.
correct.
So how many managers do you have that'll be serving the beer?
I've got anywhere from probably 3 to 4 servers that'll be able to do that.
Now, is there a way for you guys to go back and make sure that they're checking for IDs at all times? Do you have like a point of sale system that you enter the dates in of their birthday, or do you go back and, you know?
We don't have anything like that currently, but I mean, if that's something that you guys want us to do, we definitely can do that.
Well, I just feel there's a need to make sure that
Sure.
a bartender isn't
No, but
just
we do.
typing in whatever.
We do
doing-
make them do it every single time. So anybody comes in, they have to, no matter the look of the age, they have to automatically check for IDs for everybody.
Okay.
Does anybody got any more questions?
Do you have any questions for us?
No.
Okay.
All right, you
I'm
can
all
have a
right.
seat, sir.
Thank you.
Call the meeting back into order. Ask the board for a motion.
I make a motion that we approve, we accept.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations. You can get your new permit tomorrow out in the lobby after 10. All right, next up is Hampton Inn and Suites. Is there someone here to represent them? All right, step to the podium, sir. And I will recess for a public hearing. If you could state your name for the record, sir.
Nathaniel Anderson,
And what is your capacity with the hotel, sir?
General Manager.
General manager. Now, do you guys have a bar in place there already, or is this something new?
No, we basically just want to, offer our guests beer and in the pantry area.
Okay.
We have done that in the past.
Like coolers and stuff like that?
Mhm,
Okay.
Yes.
Is the pantry area, is it near, like where you check in? Is someone always?
It's adjacent to the
Always
front
there?
desk.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's-
nobody can just walk in and, okay.
No, it's 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the people that are selling the beer in these pantry areas, are they trained by the ABC board or?
Will be ABC certified, yes.
And what is your process of checking for identification?
We check identification upon check-in, so you have to be 21 years old to check in. Of course, if they come back to purchase alcohol beverages, their ID would be checked at that time as well, each and every time.
Okay. And then same question for you too, as far as where they're able to have the beer, do you allow them out front or in a common area with
No,
it? So it's just inside the
inside
hotel?
only.
Okay, or the rooms, obviously?
Yes.
Okay.
How many people do you plan on attending, I guess, this pantry area to serve beer? Like, how many employees will be managing or taking
Each of the
care
front desk agents
Okay.
on shift will be.
Okay.
And you stated they all have their ABC license, right?
That
They
is a
all will
requirement
have it. Okay.
by Hilton. That will be a requirement.
Great.
We have a couple of new hires that will be going through the training before they're allowed to serve.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any questions?
I don't have any questions, thank you.
You can have a seat, sir.
Thank you.
All right, call the meeting back into order and ask the board for a motion.
I move that we accept the application for Hilton Garden Inn.
I second.
Hampton.
Hampton, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Excuse me.
Second.
I second for Hampton Inn.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, congratulations, sir.
Thank
You
you.
can pick up your application tomorrow after 10, or permit after 10, sorry. Do we have any new business that needs to be heard? No? Okay. Reports of officers, committee, or staff?
No.
All right. I would like to say tomorrow, if everybody could, just take time and remember and honor the law enforcement, firemen, responders of the tragic events that happened and help the victims on 9/11. I think it's something that we all need to remember and honor those people. With that being said, I'd ask the board for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn today.
I second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate
you.
everyone.